Ethereum is slowly grinding back towards its previous all-time high, and at the same time we do see that Cronos is gaining more momentum. Does this mean we're back on track for a bull peak in the end of 2025? Well guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. This video is sponsored by Moonlander, the leverage trading platform on the Cronos chain. Here on the channel, we've been tracking the crypto markets already since 2020. And what we see year after year, cycle after cycle, is that things tend to repeat. And we can also show that to you here on this Bitcoin chart, because we always see those halving events as a start really of a new cycle. And after the halving, we do get the start of the Bitcoin bull run. So you can see here, it started to go parabolic. And after a few months, we do start the cycle also for altcoins. So altcoins are lagging for Bitcoin. And then only after a few months, we do get the all-time high first for Bitcoin, and then also for altcoins like the CRO token for this video. So then after the cycle ends, we do get a long bear market until the cycle starts again with a new halving. But what is interesting, this is the current cycle we're following. And these lines here, those were projections based on the previous cycle, but also on the second halving and also the first halving already in, well, 2014. So we go a long time back already, but let's take a quick look at how the cycle is going on so far, because we did get a halving in 2024, and only a few weeks later, well, we did get the start really of the Bitcoin bull run. And this green line, that was a projection based on the previous cycle, but what you can see is that, well, not much later, the bull run really began. So you could say that maybe the real bull run started only a few weeks later. So far, this gave ourselves a lot of trust that, well, our projections so far are holding on quite well. But now we have the following projection. Did we get the start of CRO Bull Run 2? We're going to take a look at the CRO chart in a minute. And then finally, we do get the CRO all-time high and also Bitcoin all-time high, basically near September or October of 2025. So if you take a look at how much time we have left, it is not much, only about 11 bars, so 11 weeks. So we're talking, guys, about maybe the final 3 months of this bull market. So don't forget to really strap in by hitting the like button and, of course, subscribing for more videos. But I just want to quickly show you how much similar these charts are. So you can see here, after the start, we do get a parabolic rise. And then after that, we do get a bit of a fall until we go into that new dotted line. So here also, you do see parabolic rise, and we started a new fall down until we hit that, well, red bar there. So it looks pretty much similar. But how about the start of our altcoin run here? Let's take a quick look at our CRO US dollar chart, because we made the same overlay to our rainbow chart here. So this is a CRO token, Cronos, the former crypto.com coin. And what is interesting is that our start, or projected start, was here. It was here. And that was the start of the final run down, it seems. But let's say that, like with Bitcoin, we were only a few weeks early. Our projection for Bitcoin was a few weeks early, as you can see here. So probably, if you take a look, we should have waited 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. What if we extend our projection for Cronos also with about 4 weeks? Well, let's go back to the charts. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 weeks. This is the beginning in that case. This is the beginning for our altcoin run. If that's the case, guys, it could be pretty much spot on also for our projections. I would say, though, then in that case, that maybe it's going to be 4 weeks later also before we're going to hit our all-time high. But so far, I would say the cycle is still pretty much spot on. Another supporting argument for the cycle theory for Cronos is the on-chain data, because here on ChainInspect, we can see that starting in July, we do see a big trend shift regarding real-time transactions per second. So right at the time, we should be seeing some more movement for the CRO token. We also see a lot more happening on-chain. So something is definitely brewing there as well. You can also feel that on-chain momentum with new exciting token launches on the Cronos chain. For example, by today's sponsor, Moonlander, because soon they will be launching their own FM token, the full moon token. And the more you trade on the platform, the more tokens you can actually buy. But of course, always do your own research. It's quite a clever mechanism though, because Moonlander is a leverage platform and they are generating quite a lot of fees. And the more fees they're generating, the more they can buy back their FM token as well. So it can actually increase in value. Check out everything in the link in the description down below. Anyways, back to our cycle theory. And once more, I do need to repeat that it's no exact science. Earlier, we talked about a potential peak already in September. But of course, guys, these cycles can also rhyme instead of completely repeat. And therefore, if we get an all-time high in November or maybe even in December, all things considered, the cycle would definitely still be intact. But overall, the picture is pretty much the same. I do want to talk about this mainly because if you take a look at what's happening on the charts now, many people are somewhat scared regarding CRO because Bitcoin is sitting very high at about $120,000. But CRO is sitting so low still. That's also why we do use the rainbow chart to show you that the green zone is the buy zone. It's a very low value zone. It is very much undervalued regarding the fair value. The fair value here is the blue zone. But as you have seen in the past, CRO is a true late bloomer because only in the final phase of the bull cycle, we made this parabolic move. And it was actually quite unfortunate timing because if you go back to the Bitcoin chart here, you do see that on the timeline, we got to an all-time high for Bitcoin beginning of November and all-time high for CRO end of November. And just a week after Cronos made that all-time high, you do see we had about a 30% decline in the Bitcoin price. And that, of course, spooked the complete crypto market. So yeah, all the potential then for CRO was gone. The bear market was beginning and investors were slowly realizing. So very unfortunate timing there for the CRO token, but maybe this time around it might go boom a bit earlier so it can really follow with Bitcoin to its true potential. Anyways, I hope you now realize that even though 10 cents is still relatively low, far away from the previous all-time high, we also started our bull run at about 10 cents the last time, and only in about 19 weeks we went from 10 cents to about that $1 target. So this time around, guys, we also might have about 19 weeks left to go to our next level. So 19 weeks, that will bring us to about November of 2025. So guys, don't forget to strap in, hit the like button, and make sure you stay tuned for future videos. And if you want to learn more about CRO or about this rainbow chart, check out this video to the right of me.